What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into the It's the JP Lopez Show. I got another comedian here that's going to open up with the set, and he's going to fucking knock it out of the park. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Curtis Hinds.
I like big bitches because they walk slow. I just need somebody who understands why I have a belly button sweat stain. Like for real, like my wife gets it. She does. Like she don't be like, "Oh God, you stink." She'd be like, "Hey baby, you smell a little like sweat. You need a shower." And I'm fat. I smell like sweat from existing. I wasn't working out or running. I was just breathing. That's why I was sweating. I put deodorant more in my armpits. Like there's several places. You know, I've gotten so fat too that my dick smells like a vagina right now. It does. There's some crevices down there, man. Fat rolls. The ex-wife still sucked it. Yeah, I realized the other day I missed a fucking opportunity. Because that tells me she used to eat pussy. And we were together 8 years. Like, I was young then. I could have handled it. Now threesome just scares me. For real. I got 40-year-old dick. It is not enough for two. 40-year-old dick is where you eat the pussy first, just in case. Just in case. I love my wife. I do. She's trying to prove that I have autism currently. And I've been diagnosed bipolar, ADHD, drug addict. I've never been diagnosed with autism. And she's trying to prove it, dude. Like, she's trying to set me up, right? Like, what she's doing is, we were going to lunch, and we passed the Touch a Truck event for kids. And I got excited. I was like, fuck yeah, I want to touch a truck in my head. And she seen it, and she was like, hey, baby, you want to go touch a truck? And fuck me, I'm not giving her the satisfaction. She was like, no. So I was pouty for an hour because I didn't get to touch a fucking truck. And then we're watching Love on the Spectrum. Great show. Great show. And she looks over at me, and she's like, hey, aren't you happy that you guys can love regular people too? I was like, fuck this bitch. For real. She lost her phone the other day, and I was looking for it, right? I'm looking for it. I start calling it. You know, and she's always been like, you're my special man. And it made me feel warm inside. And then I finally see her phone, and my name's saved under fucking Riri. I silenced that motherfucker, threw it back in the couch. She can find her own fucking phone. Oh, all right.
Thank you, man. We got Mr. Curtis Hinds going to stay for the panel. It's going to be a good show. So now, let's start the show.
This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito. If you haven't tried them out, then you're missing out. Their hours of operations are from Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast burritos and lunch specials. If you like that pica pica, try that hot sauce and let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. It's the small yellow building with the Tigre tiger on it. Rawr.
So what's up, you fuckers?
What's up?
What up? Dude, you fucking rocked that set, man.
Good
that
shit.
was hilarious.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And was that all new shit, or was that?
Yeah, that's pretty all stuff I've written in the... Other than I like big girls,
Yeah.
everything else I've written in the last month. I write a lot, though.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
I probably write several jokes a week. And I like to write.
Yeah.
I never knew that about myself till I got older, but I enjoy writing.
That's cool, man.
You do you journal as well?
I used to journal a lot, but now I just write jokes mostly. Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. When you journaled, was it just your daily shit or affirmations or?
When I journaled, it was a lot more about just discovery, because I used to journal. I used to journal because I didn't understand my emotions, and I wanted to learn them.
Yeah.
And learn how to feel and what to feel. You know, and like, I didn't become an adult until I was like 28.
Oh, like all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are adults? I'm still learning.
Yeah.
We haven't made it yet.
So back when I used to journal, I journaled almost daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
And
shit,
just wrote. And I got notebooks full of stuff. You know, just trying to, what happened today? What am I grateful for?
That's awesome.
What am I working towards? Where do I want to be in 5 years? Like,
That's actually good
you
stuff,
know,
man, yeah.
I was angry today. Why was I angry? What caused me to be angry? You know, I'd ask those questions and I asked them myself, then I'd write the answers.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I journaled all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I would buy all these journals and just have one for different shit. I would write movie ideas. I would write my daily shit, daily affirmations. I've kind of gotten away from journaling. I want to go back to it. It's just, life is just so fucking fast, man.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Life is so fucking fast. But I always say this, if I had my old laptop, my old sticky masturbating laptop,
Hell yeah.
it had all kinds of shit in it, man. Like fake scenarios that I would screenwrite type shit. I mean, it was so badass. And when I got shacked up with the wife, it had a whole bunch of nudies from random chicks that would send me when we were dating. And so I got rid of it, but it never occurred to me to save all the fucking journaling shit out of it.
I wish you would have saved it and just gave it to me.
Fair enough.
He said, I would have held on to it.
When I got with my wife, she asked me to delete my Snapchat.
Oh, shit.
She was like, you can start a new one. You just don't need to have that one. and I get it because, like, she opened my phone and, like, we'd been together a few months, and there was a couple bitches messaging me. And I'm going to call them bitches. Because, like, I was openly with my wife.
Yeah.
Dirty sluts.
You know? And I'm not exactly, like, I think I'm handsome.
Yeah.
But I'm
Very
fat.
handsome.
But I'm bald and old.
Well, I think you're handsome too, man.
Thank you.
You're sexy.
You know, so, like, yeah, it was a fair question to ask.
So goodbye, Snatch Chat.
Yeah, so I deleted that snap and started a new one.
Nice. I saw a thing on social media, and it was like when Snapchat tells you a year ago today, and it's just a video of you fingering yourself.
Bro, I just did that again today.
I'm still the same old me.
I see that meme where it says, never bite the hand that fingers you, or whatever it says. I'm like, yes, that's very accurate. Never bite that hand.
What's up, Iz?
What's up, man?
Dude, I haven't seen you in a long time, bro.
I know. I've been MIA.
I seen that you got your shorts back from John Cena.
That's it, bro. That motherfucker.
We were on the couch, and I go, God damn, he's wearing jean shorts. Those are fucking Mr. Iz's shorts.
That had me rolling, man. Oh, that had me rolling that night.
The roads of WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was WrestleMania.
John Cena. He stole my boy's shorts.
Yeah. Fucking bastard. I
You're
was looking
almost
for
there,
him.
though, right? You're still wrestling on Tubi, right?
Yeah.
You gonna make it someday.
My wife made me get rid of my grinder.
My wife.
He never understood why he was losing matches. I keep on ending up on bottom.
I start there.
First off, I want to say thank you for coming. Appreciate you coming. And also thank you for being white. Because
Thank
if
you
you
for
were
being white.
were not white, this show would not have happened today. For the listeners, Mr. Curtis got a police escort into this bitch and got off with some warnings. And I told him if you were Mexican, that you would have had backup 2 cars behind you.
I got some warrants too. They just ticket warrants, but I got about $1,200 worth.
Like I said, if you were the other colors, your ass would have gone to jail.
You would have been on Logan County mugshots tonight.
I'm just happy I was in the legal car.
There you go.
He got a warning.
Yeah,
Stay
it's got
away from them
insurance under my
Mexicans.
wife's name.
What did you say? You rocked more cocaine than you smoked it?
Oh yeah, I tell that joke. I don't. So just backstory real quick. I got sober 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, and
Is that when the weight came on?
yeah, 20 pounds a year for 10 years.
Got sober in this area, right?
Yeah, and by the time I realized what happened, it was like, oh shit, I can't watch him suck my dick anymore. Fuck. This is the most horrible thing ever. Just see her nibbling the head. I'm like, what happened to the rest of my dick? Oh.
So 15 years ago, sober.
Yeah. But, I sold drugs. I did drugs. I liked drugs. Yeah. I don't think I like drugs any less. I just don't do them anymore.
Good point. Good point.
And I don't think I was ever a crackhead because I rocked more crack than I smoked. And that's not saying I didn't smoke some crack.
And I think I tasted a little bit of cinnamon.
I've been telling the story about the last time I smoked crack. Y'all want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. So I went to prison for a few years when I was young. Okay. And when I got out, I was like, I'm not going to sell drugs anymore. So I just started working and shit, and I was drinking and hanging out, and we were partying, and my friends one night was like, hey, can you get any cocaine? And I was like, yeah, you can always get cocaine. Like, you can't get cocaine? Like,
you don't want to do this, Dewey.
yeah. So I went to the plug's house and got some cocaine, and he was mad.
Shout out your plug.
Shout him out.
Rest in peace.
Support small business.
He ain't alive anymore. Well, I went to his house, and he lived 3 blocks from me in the neighborhood in San Angelo.
So you just walked there.
Yeah, well, he was a friend, I didn't know him for selling cocaine at first. I knew him for having Modelo's. And he was like, fucking widow? You only a ball? What the fuck you doing here? And then fast forward to next weekend, my friends are like, that's the best coke we've ever done. Can you get more? And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be $50 a gram. They're like, yeah, that's great. So I went to the plug's house and bought an ounce.
Is that a lot? I don't know shit about.
I bought an ounce. And at 50,
but no, $50 a gram, is that a lot?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's a little higher now. But
Yeah.
That's about mid-market.
That was before the tariffs.
let me call my cousin and ask him real quick.
And I only paid $4.50 for an ounce.
Yeah.
So I bagged up 28 $50 grams.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I went to this house party and started selling $50 grams to my kids.
Was a preteen.
Yeah, I was like, I want to know. I didn't cut it. I wanted him to be coked out. Yeah, we were going to have a house party. We were going to burn this apartment complex down. We were. And then somebody let me hit a foilie where you rub the coke on a foil and smoke it. And when I hit the foilie, I was like, this is like crack cocaine for bitches.
Oh, shit.
I was like, this ain't drugs, y'all. And it gave me
pussy shit out of my face.
Yeah. It gave me the twitch. I was like, oh, no.
I'm rocking
Let me
it up.
teach y'all. So I started digging through their kitchen. I found some baking soda. I grabbed a coffee pot. They had a gas stove. I was like, oh, this shit's, anybody got a penny?
Oh, shit. No.
Next thing you know, I'm dumping 3 grams in a fucking coffee pot, and it's cracking back 7. I was like, oh shit, this is good coke.
They weren't lying to me.
Yeah, I dumped a whole pancake out, not a cookie. It was a pancake.
God dang.
And I took that first blast, fell back, and broke the cabinets.
So,
And then there was a whole group of white women watching me.
yeah.
19-year-old white girls watching me.
Oh, shit.
They thought, I guess their mothers never taught them to cook.
Yeah. They thought you were Martha Stewart.
Yeah, they're like,
He's so amazing.
Are you a witch? Is this Druidism? It's like, no, this is chemistry. The copper in the penny makes it crack back better. And after I took my
pop.
This is Bacon 101.
After I took my first hit, everybody's like, I want to try it. I don't know how many white kids I introduced
Oh, shit.
to crack cocaine that night, but it was at least 12. And I was never invited back,
I'm sure.
ever.
Yeah. Dang.
They were like, you ruined my life. I was like, you bought it.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I didn't give it to you.
It's not your fault they didn't take home ec.
Yeah, right. Who knew crack was bad? Everyone.
We all know Dare.
It's like, you don't, I'm just going to socially do some meth.
Yeah.
That's not how that drug works.
Y'all guys don't know Smokey the Bear?
Drugs are bad, kids.
So, we here at the JP Lopez show,
We do not condone.
we don't condone making your own crack rock. So when you were in prison, did you have the privilege and honor to do a Scared Straight? Did they send kids your way?
No, I did actually. No, let's flip it the other way. I did Scared Straight. Oh, shit. I did Scared Straight when I was 15 in Texas. Oh, fuck. I had been in Texas a year from Cali.
Yeah.
And I was in alternative education because I got,
Yeah.
kicked out of school for drugs. Anyways.
For drugs.
And so they sent a dozen of us on the Scared Straight program, me, and I only had 2 homies with me.
Only 2.
Yeah, I didn't know the 9 other kids. Yeah. And so they take us to fucking Abilene, Texas.
Y'all were going on a field trip.
Yeah. And we go to a prison. And like, I'd already been to juvenile hall at this time. I was like, well, this don't seem that bad. And like, I remember I went off on my own to go to the bathroom. And some dude followed me, and he was like, I could rape you here. And I was like, bitch, I'd like to see you try. I'm 5'8", 220. Yeah. Like, 15 or not, I'm 5'8", 220. My dad taught me to fight because he knew I was coming here. He just didn't think it was going to be through a school program. Fast forward, now I'm 20. Sitting at the same prison unit as an adult. I went through the same prison unit as an adult, 5 years.
You liked it so much the first time.
Yeah.
You had to go back the second
I
time.
make reservations.
I improved Scared Straight works.
Yeah. You're like,
I want to know. I always wanted to know though. Does Scared Straight work if the kid is openly gay?
oh, what is that? Oh, damn. It took me a while to get that one.
Well, I'm just saying because it's always like you want to scare them straight, basically by telling them I'm gonna fuck you.
He just told him I can rape you. Like, all right, let's do it.
Like, oh, I'll be back in 12 years.
They never brought kids. I never seen no Scared Straight program while I was there. But I remember it as a kid.
You weren't a trustee, that's why.
No, I was host squad only. I was in the kitchen once for 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
I got fired.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You come to find out they don't like you stealing food out of the kitchen.
No more tortillas.
Yeah. It was hamburger day. I was hungry.
Thomas, what's up, brother?
Not much, man. Just same old working and living life. And
We got you on the show, so hit that phone number, man.
man, first of all, shout out to your show, man. It's the JP Lopez show. I've had people I've never met before reach out to me through your show, saying they've heard about it or on your post on the show, and I can never thank you enough, brother. So you help put food on the table for me and my kids, and or they're out of the house now, so for my family.
But either way, it's got money for school.
Man, I'm grateful for it, brother. But yeah, if you need any mowing, trimming, all that good shit, leaf cleanups, hit me up on Facebook, Thomas Rios, or 806-535-4215. Shoot me a text because I probably won't answer that damn phone call.
For all the single women, do
For all the
you trim bushes?
Yes, I still trim bushes, and I help them stay real moist.
Phone number once again, brother.
806-535-4215. But yeah, always appreciate you, man. Good looking
Thank
out.
you, man.
Always.
Bro, man, thank you.
Yeah.
It's all love, bro.
Yeah.
I love to hear that you're like, oh man, somebody listening hit me up. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro.
Since the first time I've been on here, dude, it's crazy. Sometimes it's people we know will hit me up, and I'm all for that. But sometimes it's their family members, or like I said, there's a young lady and her husband. Oh, we heard the JP Lopez show. It's the JP Lopez show, and I got your number from him. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. So it's a cool thing to get that, man, and to have at least 3 or 4 people within a month hit me up. It's awesome. So I appreciate
Fuck yeah,
you,
man.
What's up?
Thanks for coming, bro.
Oh, you're welcome, bro.
I knew we had to have you. How's that mental health treating you, bro?
Oh, no, good
Yeah,
and bad.
good and bad. Is it the seasons, the changing of the seasons that it fucks with your mental, or?
No, it's 6 kids.
Yeah.
No shit.
And becoming a grandpa. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
So,
Congrats, man.
so how did that work?
Oh,
Were they
man.
afraid to tell you, or were they excited to tell you?
No, I hate to say it. My daughter, for some reason, kept it from me. And of course, my wife and everybody says I'm stupid because my daughter was gaining weight. And I was just like, oh, it's that love weight.
Yeah, yeah.
But like close family, they
Not
don't.
wrong.
We don't notice that shit.
Yeah, I really
Only
did.
a mom can really notice that shit.
But nah, she I don't know, man, because I get it, bro. Like, you know, she's 21, he's 22. They're not married, but I mean, they're engaged. He's a good dude. They're adults, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But for some reason, she thought that I was gonna be disappointed. And I was like, baby, fuck no, you did better. I was 16 years old. Like, me and your mom didn't even stay together.
You
like,
won.
Yeah, you won. You went to you graduated. You went to college. Y'all are in a healthy relationship. Like you're doing it the right way. But yeah, so I found out, and there's only she's due June.
Okay.
So I'm literally within 2 months. I found
Oh
out.
fuck! Yeah,
so-
you were really dumb.
I was like, man, I was getting kind of big. Like, she eating a lot.
Why don't our bellies match?
My baby's eating a lot over here. Like, but for real, I was like, so it's weird. It's been weird, man. Like trying to process that shit because it's like,
Oh, yeah.
not only am I finding out now, like it's a month away. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I gotta get shit together. Yeah, that's crazy. But
But
congratulations, man.
Appreciate
That's,
it, man.
that's
When's the
nuts.
baby shower, man?
Oh, we already did it.
Nah, fuck, you didn't invite me.
My bad. It was
I
a
would've
little.
liked to have brought a gift,
She
man.
wanted to be a little family.
I
thing.
guess that, but still would have brought a gift.
Oh my
Yeah,
bad.
maybe
Well,
some
it was so quick. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
No, literally. I
Hey,
found
Dad,
out.
I'm pregnant and the baby shower's tomorrow.
No, man, serious. April 5th was my birthday. That's when I found out. April 12th was the baby shower.
She's like, Dad, I need you to throw meat on the grill while you're at it. That's crazy shit, brother.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even have time to buy a gift. I was like, the other family had all this because they've been knowing.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, oh, here's an IOU.
Now you look like a punk ass dad that doesn't support him and shit.
Well, we're gonna throw some diapers your way.
Yeah,
bro.
fuck yeah.
Appreciate it,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
steal them from the Dollar General just for you.
We'll have a pamper party in for her pregnancy without her. Since y'all wanted to have a baby shower without us.
Yeah, like we having a party. Nah, it's been cool though, but it has kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I'll tell you, it's been a little weird for me. Just, I don't know, to get all sentimental and shit. You know, I wasn't ready to be a dad at 16.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, I didn't get to do the things that I wanted to do with my daughter financially, like take her places and shit. And so, I'm not mad, but I'm like, I wish I would have been a little more financially in a better spot for a grandchild.
Yeah.
And it's really like no difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's kind of the only thing I'm like, man. But she's got a good dad, a good mom. So
Yeah. And if you have a good support system around you, never be afraid. Like if a partner does come and say, hey man, we want to know that as a grandfather, you deserve that, man. If anybody can help you as friends and it takes a village. You know, they say it takes a village
Yeah.
to raise kids. So
Yeah.
I imagine it takes a village to raise some grandbabies. So yeah, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
do the best you can, man, and everything will fall into place. I promise you that.
Did you give her the speech? I'm not babysitting. I'm not.
shit, what you talking about? My wife was like, we're gonna babysit every day. Every day. I just said, don't call me grandpa.
Not yet.
I want to be OG Paul.
OG Paul.
OG. I'm an OG Paul.
That's cool, man.
I mean, I just turned 39. Come on. I
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, I get it. But still a blessing, man.
It
Oh,
is, man.
yeah.
That is cool.
Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate it, man. I'm happy.
Fuck, dude. You as a grandpa though?
I'm saying, bro. God damn. I don't even know, bro.
Hey, dude, when we getting back here for your part 2 of your life story?
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready when you are, man.
All right, we'll get it going.
I really want to fucking finish this so you can put it out, cause dude, we just did part 1 and it was fucking great.
That's badass.
Shit, I
It
got
was
so
great.
much shit to add to it too.
And you hadn't even started school yet.
haven't even started. I'm barely
We
going
did
on
part
what,
1 and
4
you hadn't
years
started
old?
school yet. Yeah.
4 years old. Man.
Curtis, could your life be a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It seems like it. I mean, I
Yeah.
just met you and it seems like your life could be a fucking movie.
yeah.
Who would play you?
Oh, right now? Oh, it'd have to be somebody fat.
no, bro, your whole life story. So it's gonna be somebody that starts skinny and then.
Oh yeah. Well, they'd have to be buff for a couple years.
yeah.
Not all the years, just like 4 or 5. Yeah, they'd have like 5 years of being buff and then a fat suit after that.
The guy that played Richard Jewell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I don't know his name, but he's a skinny fucker.
This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial painting and drywall. If you're looking for any job to be done for exterior, interior painting, let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be reached at 806-544-7199. Once again, that number is 806-544-7199. And be sure to tell them that it's the JP Lopez Show sent them.
Yeah.
Shit, young Seth Rogen would be great. That'd be perfect.
No, except for you, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not. He's kind of a bitch sometimes, though. They couldn't be. They couldn't be a bitch.
I don't know. That's all I'm saying, bro. You more. I don't know.
I don't know who would play.
It'd have to be some gangster looking dude.
Yeah, I don't look gangster anymore though.
We're talking about your life story, though. Like you say, he's gonna get into the plus size, later.
And there was some years there where, like, when I met my ex sister-in-law for the first time, like I was 240, fresh out, doing push-ups, drunk at a house party. And when she met me, she's like, "Ugh," because she's just a preppy, pretty little white girl.
Yeah.
And she was like, "This is my boyfriend's brother? I think I made a mistake." And I didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
And, like, when I was young, I went to a school for the gifted.
Because you were gifted.
And my parents got divorced, and my dad's like, "I'm not paying tuition and child support."
You're getting one or the other.
One or the other.
Yeah, so I went from a school for the gifted, a private school, to bilingual class.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then my dad moved into a trailer park where that my uncle was the maintenance man, my other uncle was manager, my cousins were in the back, my grandma was in the middle, my dad
compound.
My dad lived there for 10 years. And he didn't pay rent the whole time he lived there.
Oh, shit.
And my uncle just marked the trailer spot as empty.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then when my uncle died, they hired a new manager, and he was like, "Whoa."
He saw the book for cooking.
He was like,
Your dad's, "Oh, it's okay. My
He
brother
saw
has it
those
covered."
books on fire.
he was like, "You need to move now." And like the second my uncle became manager, my dad's like, "Oh, I ain't paying rent anymore. Grandma's not gonna let him kick me out."
Yeah.
My mom was in a bad accident when I was young, so she was kind of gone. My dad rode a motorcycle. My dad did dope, and I was his sidekick.
Was he in a bike gang?
He was what they call a long-term hang-around.
Okay.
And what that means is, like, he wouldn't listen to no one. And to be in a bike gang, you got to listen.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So he was an associate, but he was never a part of.
I kind of think that's better.
Yeah, dude, for real,
Best
though.
of both
Like,
worlds, yeah. You get
Yeah.
yeah, it's like when I was young, when I was about 12 years old, I got my first felony.
Oh, shit. Speak more on that.
I was guilty. I was guilty. It wasn't. I wasn't in the wrong place or the wrong. No, I was guilty.
Oh, so no allegedly.
And my dad was like, one day you're gonna be in a position where they're gonna want you to join up, and you're your own man. You don't need to do that bullshit. You're gonna walk just like you did.
Oh, you weren't bullshitting that you say your dad prepared you like that.
Yeah, my dad told me that shit when I was 12.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes, sir."
Yeah.
And then I became an adult, like 20 years old, sitting in prison. They're like, I'm like, no, bro, I'm 220 and I can fight. What you gonna do? Well, pop that door. I'll fight 12. Line it up.
It's like, come in here, you're getting licked. Nah, bitch, you're getting licked.
Yeah, like, I don't give a fuck. I can take an ass whooping. Trauma has taught me that punches don't hurt that much. Bring them on.
Bring him on, yes, sir.
Like,
So he prepared you at an early age, yeah.
yeah, we're ready to go.
Shit.
Damn.
And we were in a little tweaker white trailer park in the middle of a barrio.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it is what it is,
So how was it going from a private school with the X-Men to going to,
Fun. It was fun.
to going to the hood with...
What was different were the teachers. I remember that because, like, Mrs. Cunningham was a great teacher. She was. But there was 40 kids in her class.
Oh,
and
shit.
She was just trying to keep up. Yeah. Looking back now, At the private school, there was a lot of one-on-one, a lot of helping you work through stuff, writing.
Yeah.
And at the private school, we did like projects. We wrote poetry. We did essays. We like projected.
School was fun.
You know,
Yeah, that's fun.
at the
Amazing.
public school, we just caught up. We were just catching up.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
That was the difference. And then like, I didn't really fit in. I don't think I ever fit in. I had a tougher time moving to Texas from Cali.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a tougher time at that. I did. And when I first showed up, I was bullied when I started going to public school. And if you bullied me, I punched you.
Yeah, yeah, your reaction. Yeah,
That's just what it was, you know. Like you bully me, I punch you. And so I got in trouble a lot.
yeah,
And I just never stopped getting in trouble.
yeah.
And I think the last grade I actually completed was like 6th.
Really?
Yeah, because 7th grade I got kicked out of every junior high I went to. I went to 4.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
then
that was 4 in
can be a
the
fucking
city.
movie.
4 in the city.
yeah, well, no, 2 different towns. And in 8th grade, they passed me because I was in alternative education in California,
Okay.
where you only go to school 4 hours. And like I do get stabbed at school. Yeah, like, and I didn't even think nothing about it. Like I walked to school, smoked cigarettes.
That was
like-
just a Tuesday.
That was just a Tuesday morning. Yeah.
after school, go to Dairy Queen, get an ice cream. Like me and the homies, it was cool. I thought, you know, my dad was doing his own thing.
It's 11 and your day's done.
Yeah, like, and like I did not do. I know for a fact I did not do any work
Yeah.
at that alternative education. None. And then in Cali, I went to this thing called Opportunity, where you have to graduate from it to go to regular high school. And I got kicked out of my dad's house before I completed it. And my mom was already in Texas, so I came to Texas. And they let me enroll in regular high school, and shit was just different.
Yeah.
The culture, the people, the Mexicans, y'all are way different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and Texas, I love Texas. Way better.
Yeah.
I've been here 25 years off and on.
Oh, yeah.
Can you settle an argument real quick?
Yeah.
Mexican food, Texas or California better?
I like the tacos in Cali.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, burritos and tacos in Cali,
Fire.
fire. Mexican restaurants here, better.
That Tex-Mex.
Yeah, Jalisco's.
yeah.
There ain't a place in California like Jalisco's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just not. But the taco trucks in Cali,
Yeah, true.
bro.
Good point.
I can take you down Crow's Landing. Were they like $1 a taco?
Yeah.
They got 30 aquas out. Like, it's, somebody might got shot last week, but it's okay now. Like,
We cleaned it up.
yeah, I need the cucumber and lime in a large, please. I'm gonna need 25 tacos. Like, the burrito still weighs 4 pounds.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Fuck.
That's
you,
true.
you can eat a whole burrito. You're me or impressive. One of the two. Like,
You're me or
like,
Well, yeah, you settled it. Fuck it.
yeah.
I was about to say Texas needs to step up the burrito game, so you're right on that, man.
Dude,
shit.
when I came to
We
Texas,
still can't
things
figure
were
out
weird.
if it's a taco,
Taco
or a burrito.
yeah. That argue over
Like
that
legit,
shit.
we still argue if it's a taco or a burrito here in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
And the taco's Americanized at this point.
Yeah.
The taco's an American thing.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
White people taco night.
Oh, bro.
Taco Tuesday.
Let me get some hamburger meat.
Yeah. Let me get them hard, what is it, old El Paso shells.
Man, my mom being white, she'd always get those, and I'd be like, go to my grandma's house. My grandma would make a Mexican feast. I was like, I don't want no goddamn old El Paso. My mom was like, it's good, Tommy. I was like, no, it's not, goddamn it. No, it's not.
Those got weenies in it. This episode is brought to you by KJ Aesthetics. Let KJ Aesthetics transform your eyes with their beautiful lash sets. Whether you're going for the natural flutter or the bold drama look, KJ Aesthetics is the perfect lashes to elevate your beauty. Get the gorgeous lashes that you've always wanted and mention this ad for 15% off. Head over to Instagram at KJ Aesthetics or text her at 806-893-7171 and tell her it's the JP Lopez Show sent you.
Weed flavored shells.
Curtis, you have any hobbies, man?
Yeah, man, I like cars.
Yeah.
I like cars. I always have a project car.
Okay.
It don't run, but I love it.
Yeah, you love fucking with it.
So, like, if you could put all your efforts in a hobby, would it be cars or would it be something else?
It'd be comedy.
It would.
Yeah, it would be comedy. It would be. If I could just do nothing but comedy for a year or two, I'd like to just do nothing but comedy for a year or two.
Yeah.
And see if I can make a living at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
You know,
You're fucking hilarious, bro.
and like, and I thought before I met my wife, I really considered like just throwing stuff in the Tahoe.
Doing a Chitlin circuit.
Yeah, and just going, you know. And in the Chitlin circuit, I do well.
Yeah.
I do well. So just making a go at it, you know, seeing how far I can make it.
I think that's awesome. When we first were talking, I was saying that it's good to see the comedy scene blow up like that. It's also good to see like you have ambition and goals, not just for yourself, but hopefully for the scene. You know, the people you're meeting. I think it's cool shit, man. I some of the stuff I heard for the first time had my ribs cramping up. So
What I think is cool though is, like you said, you're always writing. So if I were to have you back on, like it wouldn't be months where you haven't to figure out another 5 minutes or
2 weeks,
Or, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Sure.
And I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's those are things that set you apart. You know, is writing, practicing, rehearsing, and trying,
Yeah.
and trying. You know, and then knowing what the audience is, because there's a lot of things I think are funny. Like I have a Kanye joke that I absolutely love. No one's ever laughed at it, but one guy.
You wanna
Oh,
give it a go?
yeah. You ever think Pete Davidson is like sitting in that Lambo truck? Like, is this bleach on my T-shirt? Did Kim bleach her asshole? Is this Lambo in Kanye's name? Am I an asshole? See, if you're a Kanye fan, it's funny. But if you're not a Kanye fan and you don't know his lyrics, you will not laugh at that joke.
Can't bleach your asshole.
Because
If I get bleach on my T-shirt,
yeah, that's my favorite Kanye lyric.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
I just fucked this model. She just bleached her asshole. If I get bleach on my T-shirt, I'm gonna feel like an asshole. Like I love that lyric.
Yeah.
And I wrote a joke where Pete Davidson says the lyric, and like you guys are Kanye fans from when he was writing like that, so you get the joke.
Yeah.
But most people don't.
Yeah. Well, I think that joke is very targeted to an urban crowd.
Yeah, probably.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
And they have to be above 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to know Kanye before Dark Fantasy.
Well, actually, my son would definitely. So.
And there's a lot of jokes like that too, where I mean, if I open my notebook, I can go through stuff where I thought was funny. I tried it a couple times. I tried to work it, you know. And if it doesn't come out like I scrap it. And there's also too, I've noticed that I have to write jokes that reflect my life currently, because if it's my truth, it comes out better.
Okay.
That's what I've noticed too.
Yeah.
When I first started doing comedy, I was single. And I was a fuckboy, doing fuckboy shit.
Nice.
So I was writing fuckboy jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And they were funny. They were hilarious. One of my friends said my comedy, he took a hit when I got in a relationship. Like I had to crawl back out of it, you know? I did.
Well, fuck, you had to delete your Snapchat. Shit.
Yeah.
Started all over.
Yeah.
How is it? How do you get reps in?
Open mics, shows, and the homies.
Okay.
I have a pretty tight friend circle of dudes who've been in my life like 10 plus years.
Oh yeah, so you can
Yeah.
practice on them.
Yeah, and I can call them up and just be like, hey. And sometimes I'll call them up and go right into the bit.
Okay.
And they know that I'm going into a bit. And they're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got one homie that's always gonna laugh, but I can tell by how he laughs.
Okay.
You know?
That was going to be my next question is, are they Kanye friends?
Yeah.
Where they just gas you up and you never have a bad idea.
No. They're gonna tell me the truth. Like
Yeah.
my middle
good, though.
brother has a master's degree in English literature and literature arts.
Oh shit.
So I run jokes by him a lot of times to get. When I run a joke by him, he'll laugh. He's gonna laugh because we have the same humor.
Yeah.
But he's also gonna break the joke down for me. He's gonna be like, "Hey, don't say that. Say it like this.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Use this word instead." They won't understand that word, or they won't understand that phrase because you said that phrase like you were in prison. You know, say that phrase like this.
Yeah, so you're like a quarterback, and he's almost like a quarterback coach. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, and that's cool to have it because a couple
know,
of
that's badass.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a couple of comics that I remember hearing at first, they talked about that how they didn't have that, and you know where, or you're thinking of it, and it's like it's funny to me, but I don't know who I can tell. When you have somebody that can critique you and not be an asshole, or even in a friend way, be an
Or
asshole.
a critique you respect.
Yeah, that's dope.
So I
man.
never said this ever, but I wanted to be an English teacher.
Oh, shit.
Well, I wanted to coach. And to coach, I wanted to be an English teacher.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be your typical fucking history teacher.
Yeah.
So I loved English, bro. And so when texting first came out, on the fucking Nokia,
Yeah.
what was it, T5
yeah.
texting?
I had a break.
Bro, check this out. My texting was all punctual, like comma, fucking quote, like, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like it took a while to break the habit of like being real punctual on my text messages.
You're the one on Facebook. It's there.
So
RE.
yeah. So that being said, I recently was told by somebody that, you know, like, motherfucker, this motherfucker replies back all punctual, and it brought me back to I bet people were like that with me, like this motherfucker's got fucking semicolons and shit.
A semicolon in a text message? What the? Who is this uppity motherfucker? Well, see, and I had to learn to write because I didn't really go to school.
Okay.
I didn't know where a period went. I didn't know what a run-on sentence
It's
was.
usually on the 28th or the 24th. Yeah. That's where it goes.
I didn't,
Japanese flags everywhere.
yeah. Well, writing was a foreign language to me.
Yeah.
It was. So I started college the first time at 28, and I took remedial English classes at South Plains.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did. So I learned how to write, and I'm still not great
Yeah.
necessarily, but now I can.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal, you know. I'm proud of the fact that I can.
That's badass, but that's an accomplishment.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
a lot of student loan money to take high school classes. I took 2 years of high school classes at South Plains.
Lesson learned.
And that probably cost me $10,000 in interest.
I looking back, it's kind of shade. It's kind of shitty of me to say, but I used to always say South Plains was 13th grade. So, because I went to South Plains too, and I was like, they're like, where are you going? I was like, oh, that 13th grade.
For real, that's what it felt like. Oh, shit.
All the stuff I should have learned in high school, I learned there for the most part.
Yeah.
And I always was a reader. My mom had me reading at a really young age. So I was reading like Little House on the Prairie books when I was 5.
But that's where your creativity comes from.
Yes, I love reading.
That's good, though.
And I don't read as much anymore as I used to. And that's probably disappointing for me, you know. But at the same time, I was real well read for somebody who can't fucking write.
That's how my grandpa was. He couldn't speak English or write it. But
That's how my grandpa was. He's very inspirational. But
couldn't write for shit. I know. That's why people on my side of the family, they fight over Rios with a Z and an S. I said, my grandpa was illiterate, bro. He just guessed.
yeah,
He just guessed.
I think fuck it, just scribble.
That's what it was.
Whatever works.
Dude, my dad dropped out of school when he was like 11. And like his writing was atrocious.
Nice.
It was atrocious.
Nice.
But I could read it.
Yeah.
I could read it just fine. It looked just like my writing.
Hey, sign this check. XO.
You know how to spell 1,000?
Do you have a hobby, brother?
Same.
And if you don't have a hobby, what would it be? It would be comedy.
No, the same comedy, yeah. Just I don't know. Now that I've been into it for a little while, like I said, I'm trying to find out what I want to do with comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, like, as much as I like doing the stand-up, like, you know, my boy right here, I don't know if I feel like that's what I want, though. You know, like, to be real. Like, I kind of feel like I want to be more the promoter, the management, like, you know, I want to showcase these guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm realizing about myself. Like, I don't need the spotlight. I don't need to be that guy. I just want to be in the entertainment business.
To put people on.
And put people on, man. Like,
That's how
you
I
know,
feel about music. I don't mind being. Yeah, that's dope, brother. But you still have a vision. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
That's good shit.
Yeah, and then I mean me, like obviously, like I talk about it, like putting people on, doing sketch videos, but like not being in them, but I got good ideas. I think that would be funny, but have people act it out. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of where I feel like I'm going with this comedy thing.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Dude, I really always have thought in the back of my mind that you and my boy Eric Constancio would be perfect together.
Like dating and shit.
Nah.
So is he single?
No Diddy. Would be perfect together in like maybe like a Hollywood type of setting to write skits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because y'all two fuckers are very, very creative in because you've sat down and bullshit and you're like, I want to do this and this and this, and he does the same shit, and I'm like, if y'all two were to link up like on a day off and just fucking come together with something, it would be fucking fire.
Yeah.
I really would think that.
That's some networking right there.
And
yeah.
I told him too. I was like, man, you gotta meet Iz, man, and y'all have to work together because it would be cool shit,
That would be
cool
cool, yeah.
ass shit.
Would be the next. What is it? Keenan Pell.
Hell yeah.
So, realistically, how would you do that in Lubbock though? To like get off your feet, just to start your first step.
Man, I don't even fucking. That's the whole thing I'm trying to figure out. But I think that's kind of like what is contributing to a little of the mental shit. It's just like, you know, I want to do it and I want to make it happen, bro. But obviously, I've got a life, I've got a family, I've got kids, I've got more important obligations than fucking a hobby that I want to try.
Well,
So-
remember, little steps.
Yeah.
Little steps can lead into big, long journeys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the shitty thing is when life is life and like fuck, man.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of why like this is a good avenue. I appreciate you letting me help you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like put people on, and then like I try to go to the comedy things even if I'm not involved. I've been trying to talk to like Selena to maybe kind of get in on it to try to kind of help start putting shows and shit together. Like
Well, just call venues.
yeah, like. But I mean when I get more, the kids are a little grown and I can, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like it just sucks because it's like the dream is there, but it's like I got to keep pushing it out further. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. But don't forget the dream.
Oh yeah.
it's
nah,
still
nah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to put a show together under Laugh Hub City, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't necessarily speak for Selena, but I can speak for me, you know, and I don't see anybody that would have a problem with you putting a show together under Laugh Up City, dude, at all.
Roy's putting a show together.
Yeah.
You know, like you could do that, you know?
Yeah. No.
And I'm not
can,
talking
bro.
shit about like Roy, but I mean you're in the business, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm like, man, my vision is like, what do you call it? Like you're talking about, like I got a boy. You seen that boy that I've been promoting on Facebook, the rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have him as like an opening act for the comedy, because then you're promoting, you know, music and you're promoting comedy. Like that's what I feel like we need more of is a music comedy venue, not so much just one, kind of everything inclusive. You know?
Yeah.
Just a spot, bro. Like where y'all can go and kick it. Everybody have a good time, entertainment. Because that's one thing I noticed. Like we took my oldest son to go see Fluffy when he came to town.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking obsessed with Fluffy. And the whole time I'm sitting there, that's where I had, I guess, this epiphany. Is that the right word? Where I'm sitting there and I'm watching Fluffy and I'm like, I'm admiring this man, but I'm like, I don't really feel that's what I want for me.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm watching the background motherfuckers and I'm like, yo, man, how cool is it to be the guy that put this shit on and had Fluffy and had everybody come and have a good time?
Yeah.
That's fucking what I feel like I want.
It's dope.
How funny was Mario?
Mario.
His opener?
Oh,
Mario Salazar.
Superstar?
yeah. I'll be honest, bro. I like Fluffy. I didn't really like the other ones too much, man.
Oh, you didn't like Mario?
Did
I
Mario
think he's
do
funny,
his
man.
laugh?
I missed one that my wife said was funny because I went to go get the popcorn. Some white dude. white Mexican dude.
Yeah,
But
I don't. I just know that Mario
No.
opened for him.
White Mexican dude would not be Mario.
No, he would. Polar bear or something, I think, or something. But I mean,
polar bear.
I think what it is too, like I don't know, man. I'm real selective with comedy as far as that what I like,
Yeah.
like what makes me laugh. Like I grew up on Def Comedy Jam, so it's like
for
Cat
sure.
Williams, Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like
Burning Man.
Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, also like Shane. I like Shane right now. I like what's that little Mexican dude that's going on right now?
Oh, Barboza.
Barbosa's
Ralph.
funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
Renee Vaca.
I don't like that fool.
You don't like
I don't
him?
like him. I don't like him, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm vice versa. I like Renee, but I'm not a
For real?
fan. I like Ralph's podcast, but I'm not a fan of his comedy.
I feel like Baca's fake. That's what I feel like.
Dude, Vodka's little brother, Arterio, that dude is funny as
funny.
fuck.
I haven't
dude.
checked him out yet.
And it's funny because I did a show with them, and their
shit.
their stories overlap. Because they're brothers.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I like the little brother, man. I think he's funny as fuck.
I'll have to check.
I
it
gotta
out.
check him out.
Yeah, I've never
Rest
seen
in
it.
peace, Ken Flores.
Oh yeah, yeah. That dude, man, that kind of hit me a little bit sideways.
Yeah,
Ken
that was-
Flores' death.
That was tough.
Because I was a
Oh,
fan of him.
yeah.
I thought he was pretty funny.
He was funny. Bro.
He'd only
Yeah.
been
He
doing
was funny.
comedy like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
he made a name for himself in that little bit of
Yeah,
time.
Ralph's been at it like 10, 12.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I remember seeing Ken all over my Facebook, and yeah, him and Renee Vaca would do a lot of stuff together. And yeah, he was a trip.
They're
man.
funny, man.
Yeah, they really are.
Just imagine if you and I, when we were their age, had social media.
I still remember in high
And,
school.
people always say, "Oh, we'd be in jail." Dude, we did a lot of funny shit.
oh,
dude.
dude, I still
If
remember
we just had an outlet to put our funny shit.
our
like-
senior year when you were trying to tell everybody we're going to the NBA draft, and people were. He was like, "Hey, bro," JP would make it funny because he's serious. He's like, "Hey, watch out for the the meeting or something in the gym because that's around when Kobe Bryant and all would do their interviews." He's like, "My boy Thomas is declaring for the NBA draft," and people be like, "What?" I act like I'm doing my. But yeah, I think you could have always been a comedian. Just some of the funniest shit you do, but seeing how some of these guys how they interact and you see the work that y'all put into it, I see that it's not just telling jokes
Yeah.
and being funny because I have cousins that are funny. My dad was retarded as shit, but there is some structure to it. You
I
know, the
really like
writing.
to have y'all showcased here, though, man, because it breaks my fucking heart to see you this hilarious, bro. And on your last show, have 6 motherfuckers there. Like, come on, Lubbock, let's step it up.
Yeah.
Let's fucking step it up.
Dude, I performed for 6. I performed for 500.
But
That's
you
badass.
get what I'm saying, though? Like, to shine a light on your comedy and use my platform to do it, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
I love it, dude. I do.
That's cool though.
I love it, and I've started to like learn the art of it the past year or two, and kind of like the layers, peeling back the layers and seeing how some of the greats do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, then there's many different types of comedians, many different styles, and I know what I want to do in the future with it. You know,
Yeah.
I do. You see some of the really good ones. They create environments on stage and build relatability. They build a world through their words that makes their jokes funnier. And they do that over an hour with callbacks and, recognition. And that's what I want to do. Like, I want to write an hour like that.
Nice.
Shit, man.
Just
Yeah.
to keep your attention the whole time.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Rafi May?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Rafi May.
Yeah.
By far.
Good
Like,
shit.
and
He died way too early.
Too, man. He was funny as shit, man.
so when I was probably 11 or 12, my Uncle Randy was like my grandpa. My dad was youngest of 7. I have cousins that are my dad's age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all get it.
Us Hispanics get that.
My dad's childhood best friend is my cousin.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
It's my cousin.
my Uncle Randy. I remember walking into my grandma's house because he lived with my grandma after the last time he got out of prison, and and he was watching the Richard Pryor tape, And I was like 12, and he's like, "Oh, let me restart this. Have a seat."
Yeah.
You know, here I am, 12 years old, watching Richard Pryor, George Carlin, you know, Eddie Murphy back in there. I got pussy falling out of my pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my pussy. That's my pussy right there.
And I'm 12 years old.
Yeah.
Like, that was when I got introduced.
That's badass.
And I
That-
thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Shout out to the uncles. Your
That's
uncles
my
are-
uncle.
Yeah, I was gonna say your
like
uncles.
legit
Oh, yeah.
showed me comedy, showed me porn. He showed me like if I was his age and we were coming up together, he would and I was like, I don't know, maybe fucking 4th grade, 3rd grade, and he's showing me all this. This episode is brought to you by RL Creations. Are you looking to turn your ideas into wearable art, or maybe make a T-shirt into a one-of-a-kind, just like your personality? RL Creations is waiting to turn a blank canvas into your custom creations. Hit her up on Facebook at RL Creations or text her at 806-283-3056. And when I got introduced to Def Comedy Jam, oh, my dad was fucking livid.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Because he walked into my uncle's room because he, at the time, stayed with my grandma. We're at my grandma's house, and he's like, "What the fuck are y'all watching? You letting this boy watch this fucking shit?" And he would tell me, like, "You can't watch that shit." And then my uncle would be like, "Hey, close the door." And then he'd play Friday's fucking Def Comedy Jam, and it was fucking the shit, man.
Oh, dude, and that, looking back at it, that today, that was like highlights, like a peak of an era of comedy right
Yeah.
there. That is stuff that we need to like look at like art. It really is, because some of it's so well done, and the jokes are still like the way they're told, the energy. They're like Bernie Mac, the energy he would bring.
I ain't scared of you,
Oh,
motherfuckers.
yeah,
Kick it!
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
man,
what would you say? That was a 5-minute set,
probably.
right?
Yeah.
So if you killed on Def Comedy Jam on a 5-minute set, your career was
Oh,
Yeah.
Literally back then.
You're
yeah.
doing clubs.
yeah.
Yep.
You're going around doing clubs.
And going
man.
back to Ralphie May was doing arenas when that was unheard of.
Yeah, he was. But Ralphie May did the work.
Yeah.
He did. He started doing comedy when he was 18.
Oh well. Okay.
Yeah, so he won a radio contest and opened up for Sam Kinison. Kinison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he was like 17 years old. And after the show, he said, "You need to go to Houston and do comedy."
Yeah.
So he was 18, he went to Houston and did comedy. And he did comedy in Houston for 8 years. He worked the Texas circuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did.
Which is why he's probably relatable to the urban crowd.
Yeah. And then after that, he moved to L.A. And then that's when he did the competition that he got robbed and won second on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And-
But that was
NBC.
kind of a blessing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Because that's like American Idol, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
that-
if you win, then 50% of your life earnings goes to that show. Like, fuck that.
And the guys that wound up winning it, I remember the controversy. Their agents were like executive producers on that show. So that one guy that won, I can't remember, but anytime they show him, he reminds me of the dude from Walking Dead, Carl's best friend. But he was just cool. Cool. But everybody was wondering like, how did this dude win? And it turned out like his agent was like the executive producer of the show. So it was written for that guy to.
Yeah.
And that dude sucked compared to Ralphie. A lot of those people were badass on that show, man. I remember watching the first couple seasons.
also, Ralphie, though, was like 600 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't a lot of room for fat guys back then.
Back then, yeah, true.
Not
He
like there
pulled
is
pussy,
now.
though.
Oh, yeah.
He pulled a lot of pussy, though.
right into a divorce.
Yeah.
Right into
Thomas, your hobby, man?
masturbation.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm a high five. You're away. No high five. No high five. Elbow.
Yeah, this hand.
No, I'm a switch hander now, bro. It's been so long.
Goddamn torpedo bat.
I will only high five you with Perel.
Like that
man.
fucking stuff.
I don't have too many hobbies anymore, man.
But that's what I'm saying. What would be your dream hobby or a hobby that you would pick to be the hobby?
rolling blunts and smoking
Yeah.
them. Yeah, and
That's your shit?
That's my shit, man. Like, and it's my therapy. No, man, I don't know. My hobby would probably be playing some golf again, man. I never cared for golf. I sucked at it. That's the one sport I could never. You know, I could skateboard. After a while, I pick up, but golf I could never do it. But I like going there because my dad and my brother used to golf, and my dad was a lefty, so it was kind of a cool thing for a short-built Hispanic to play golf, but the hobby for it was just being there, walking the greens and just enjoying those times. So I would say maybe playing some golf. You know, I suck. Half my friends on Facebook, you know, they'll
Dude,
play
90% of the golfers
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I think if I could, maybe I need to get y'all's ass out there. We'll go to a golf course.
I'll drive the cart.
Yeah, well, we'll drink. And
Yeah. I'll get drunk and drive the cart.
We'll be on the first hole.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it. But, you know, I need to do more hobbies now that my kids are older and they're out the house. I don't play video games as much. You know, I miss playing Call of Duty and shit like that. But, I don't have much hobbies anymore, man. I've been whacking it and smoking all my life. So just
keep
tradition.
with that. Whatever works.
Keep up
working.
Keep up with the tradition.
I love photography, man. Like, if you were to hire me for my photography, you are going to pay for a motherfucker that cares.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in it for the money. The money's great, don't get me wrong. But it's what I mean by that is, like, I'm going to give a shit about the product
and your
that
work
I put out.
shows that. You know, your fruits, you bear the fruit in that. It's not like you take some shitty pictures and brag. No, you do put the time and effort. So that hobbies become like your lifestyle.
So
you know what I mean?
it really is a passion for me.
Yeah.
And if I, like y'all guys in comedy, if I could, like, have all things line up in my life and fall in the perfect place, I would love to become a YouTube photographer.
Yeah.
And those fuckers just get paid to travel and take the perfect shot. Like, and that's what they get paid for. I showed my wife a video. My favorite photographer YouTube is Peter McKinnon. And he made a video that was so inspirational that it brought tears to my eyes. But Red Bull hired him to take it was called I think the video is called like The Impossible Shot, Peter McKinnon. Red Bull called him, hired him to fly out to wherever their Red Bull headquarters, whatever the fuck they were at. And it was during the eclipse. So Red Bull was going to fly 2 fucking fighter jets, right? And it had to be perfectly lined up with the solar eclipse, the planes. Yeah. That was the perfect shot. Wow. And even he was like, "Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna do this." So all the way up until it's go time, it was a shit show. Like one thing happened after another that was going wrong, and then he was just like, "Fuck it!" Like, I planned for all this and it's all gone wrong. Fuck it. Let's go try it. Yeah. And he goes out there and then it becomes pitch black. So everything that they were like, he had like laser guys, I don't know the words, but like telling him where to stand and placing the shot, it went pitch black and all that was gone. You know what I mean? Like they didn't plan for it to be fucking pitch black. This motherfucker goes out there and just boom, and he gets it.
Damn.
He nails the shot, dude. And it's like a 30-minute video leading up to him getting the shot, and it was so fucking inspirational that it really did bring some tears to my eyes, and I was like, that's a bad motherfucker, man. And I would love to do some shit like that. That's cool. Like go to, what is it, Alamogordo on the hot air balloon. Can you imagine that shot when they're first lifting off and it's 80 fucking balloons in there? Yeah. That type of shit, man.
That's art, bro. That's art.
That shit would be cool.
And I wish I would have stuck with taking pictures because I can see where you find that passion in it. Because, you know, for me, when I went through my divorce at first, I took a lot of pictures of other people and their families. And I didn't realize it's because his family was important to me. And so I would take, at church or something, I'd take pictures of a father and his kids or a single mother and her kids or just family in general. And I still remember a lot of times you would comment on it. You'd be, hey, bro, that's a badass picture. Mm-hmm. And I realized that, it would have been a passion, sports for me. Like I had dreams of, I wish I could go to sporting events to take pictures. I never thought it was a reasonable dream or I was like, you had to have only a select few can do it. And well, then now look at the last 20 years, everybody and their mother is out there at these games taking these badass pictures because they have this passion to stick with. I never had that, like, I'm going to stick with it, I'm going to do it. So, but I do, like, I've always loved your pictures, man, even with the liquor and stuff. I had no idea you were that talented, bro. Yeah. And so for those people to reach out for you to want to use your shit, that alone should have told you have something. Yeah. So even if you venture off into other picture things, whether it's family stuff or nature stuff, remember, you have a natural talent for it. You really,
Yeah.
really, in my opinion, you have a beautiful gift, man.
Yeah, we I just got hit up by the Lubbock Bourbon Society for a whole new bottle
Yeah.
that they were, hey dude, when this comes in, we're ready for you to, and it's kind of, not kind of, it feels fucking great, you know, to be like, no, we got a guy.
That's badass.
We got him.
And it makes us proud. I know it makes us proud as just associates of the show and friends, but yeah, because you know the work you put into it. You know, the same thing I imagine with y'all's comedy. It takes a lot of hours and a lot of, failures. You got to go.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get better is to learn what not to do. You know?
So the first barrel pick that they did for this this bottle release, so I could have vlogged it and had my own type of Peter McKinnon shit, because he came to the house, he brought me a bottle, noticed the label was fucked up, went back home, brought me a newer bottle, and I was like, the sky is beautiful right now. Like, Texas skies there's nothing like a Texas sky. So I was like, dude, you got to leave my house. And not in a mean way, but I'm like, I'm going to go now. Like, I want this sky in the picture. And that was when the tech campus was closed. So I needed the statue of the masked rider in the background, because the masked rider is on the fucking barrel, on the label. So that's when the campus was closed. We fucking immediately, like, as soon as we turn into the fucking campus, immediately a cop is like, the tech campus cop is looking at like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was totally gonna pull fucking Mr. Hinds, I don't know what I'm doing, like he did today.
But like, shut up.
So yeah, I was perfectly prepared to be dumb and be like, I didn't know campus is closed, but he just gave me a dirty look, but he still let me go. We fucking zoomed in, did those pictures, zoomed out, and got the fuck out of there, and they worked, because they were fucking badass shots, man.
Nice.
Has your passion for photography grown?
Oh, dude, it's
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
man.
think that's cool, because a lot of people get content in their passion. I don't know if y'all know any local comedians that kind of have hit the wall or content and don't grow. I think that's the only way you can get better is
Well, some people are hobbyists, dude. Some people are professionals.
True. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a hobbyist.
And are you more? You consider yourself more professional?
Yeah, you just need to recognize which one you are.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong at all. If you want to be a professional at something, it's a different level.
Mm-hmm. I can take that in the lawn mowing service. I'm not professional. I would like to get there, but I'm putting the
fuck
work.
you mean?
Well,
You always doubt yourself,
Well,
bro.
I would like professional in the sense to get like a new truck.
Yeah,
or,
but that's just things.
Yeah. I'm getting there. I got to quit selling myself short, because there's some jobs that I'm like, well, I don't know if I can handle that, and I don't know if you struggle with that in your comedy. Like, maybe I don't know, you know what I mean? So you're right. I do sell myself short, but I'm better than I was. Like, I'm doing more landscape. I did some rock for that one person that hit me up. Not the rock that you talk about.
I was like, what?
After the show.
I just did my flower beds. They came out beautiful.
What kind of landscaping you're doing now?
Oh shit! I did a rock scape. They asked me to take care of, and I didn't smoke them this time. But I was always afraid to do things like that, because I was like, I don't. So I just watched some videos, and I seen some other people. I was like, oh, if they can do
You're
it,
like, I can do this.
I can do it. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
See, you doing more than I'm doing with the comedy. Because I'm not even looking at shit.
So I was managing properties not too long ago, and I was doing a lot of the work, the maintenance work.
Yeah.
My dad he'd slide into a place after the trailer park where he'd be the maintenance man, so he'd get free rent for a while.
Yes, sir.
No, but I had one apartment or one duplex on Avenue T in 23rd, and the guy lived there forever. I get in there, there's carpet, this or that. I start pulling the carpet and some of this fake flooring, and it's a 1930s wood floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
shit.
I had never restored one.
Oh wow.
I had never done it. And I did not want to let that floor go to waste. I did. So I started watching videos. I rented a sander. And the owner was a little upset with me because we could have carpeted the place for way cheaper. And I was like, no, you're going to spend the money and let me do this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a discount because I want to learn.
Yeah.
And those floors came out great.
That's
And then that value went.
Yeah. And never be afraid. You know, like never be afraid.
Yes, sir.
You don't know how to do it, try it.
Yes, sir.
Like that's just.
And I'm learning that now, man. I met some great people. Shout out to my partner Robert, man. He's in the field that we do a lot of yards. I was always afraid of screwing up. He's like, it's grass, it's gonna grow back.
Yeah.
And I had to accept that because I'd be like, oh, I'd go home pressured, like, oh, you fucked up today, and then go back and realize it's gonna grow back. So the only way you're gonna learn, and I think that goes in our life. We go through trials and tribulations, and sometimes you fall down. The only way you're gonna learn is if you get back up. Now, if you stay down, you ain't gonna learn shit. But to stay down,
shout out my boy Topher, man.
Yeah.
Like, shout him out to the fullest because my first photo shoots were action figures.
Yeah.
And that's all I would do is just practice taking pictures of action figures. And then he was like real persistent in telling me, hey man, you need to start doing photo shoots. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not ready for it. And then he invited me. He goes, dude, come on a shoot with me and you'll be the second shooter. And
That's dope.
and it took, and I almost fucking flaked on him and was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. But I said, fuck it. It's like you said. I just said, fuck it. I gotta try it, and I jumped in it, and it was over from there. I never looked back.
And shout out to Topher for not like trying to keep it to himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for gatekeeping the shit.
A lot of people tell me in working, some people want to get into the business I do. I was like, there's business out here. There's there's enough room
Money
for
for
you
you
to
to
eat,
eat,
bro. So I see a lot of people doing photography. I have a little nephew that AJ.
Yeah,
Rios,
photographers come a dime a dozen, bro.
and I've talked to him about you. I was like, dude, because he's talking about pricing. I was like, why don't you go intern? Go talk to some of these people that can give you valuable life lessons. And every now and then it's been about a year or two, but I would see him like stuff that I would like on your page. And he would ask me, he'd say, hey, Theo, when did your friend start? And I was like, reach out to him. Don't be afraid to ask these guys. The only way you're going to, like for me in sports, I relate life to sports. The only way I'm going to get better if I'm a basketball player or football player is listening to my coaches and being willing to accept, the help. So, yeah.
I was always like that. I never wanted to ask for help.
Yeah.
I spent too many years when I was young afraid to do.
Yeah. That's where I stood. Yeah, you're right.
And as an adult, I am not. I'd rather try and lose.
Right.
Every time, I'd rather try and
That's
lose.
still a victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm developing. Like I want to know.
Yeah.
There's only one way to do it.
Yeah, my first time at sex, I was scared. And I said, fuck it, I gotta try it.
I told him, you can do it, bro.
He was cute, though. He was cute.
I was scared.
Just the tip.
Just a tip. Granny dog.
So, let me ask you, Thomas, what would be your perfect man cave? Besides a blunt
I
dispenser.
was gonna say lots of blunts everywhere. Man, I'll push aside this studio, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, it has a feel like I can open the door and go outside to my house or something.
Yeah.
This, brother, like it's spacious, but the friendships that you're bringing in and creating new friendships, that's like the man cave for me.
Yeah.
I don't need much. You got some water, some beers, TV or two. For me, I'll go outside and smoke my cigarette. Yeah, I don't need much in a man cave. Just
You wouldn't smoke inside the man cave?
No,
No?
I wouldn't. It's sacred. It's like here. If you were to ever be like, oh, you can smoke it, I wouldn't. Just it's something about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think I would in my own. Because I see some people go all out on their damn like cowboy stuff, and who knows how much thousands of dollars they spent. But it's something that you have pride in and you invest in. Yeah, this would be perfect for me, man. Just a place to chill back. I don't need, nothing fancy. It's something like this, brother, where my boys can do their thing, and just something like this. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a dream man cave or not really?
Nah, not really. Same. It would be the same. Just some chill spot, TVs and shit. The little stereotypical for
For real?
cave. Yeah.
Would you have any games, arcade games or anything like that?
Just the consoles, you know.
consoles?
I'm into the consoles, and then I would probably have like a fluffy couch and stuff.
No, but yeah.
The little female fluffy couch where I can lay down
With the laces.
shag carpet.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't just whatever normal shit, you know.
For real?
For me, just like I know I got my babies, just a spot where it's just my shit and I can chill. Then that would just be cool, even if it's just a closet.
Y'all are gonna go home and wish y'all said more. I tell you that. I promise you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I can't think of nothing.
Can I just add a dispensary to mine?
Mr. Hinds, what you got?
Man, I thought about building a barnuminium at one
Oh,
time.
fuck yeah.
I did. And me and my wife, eventually we're going to build a house in the country and I'm going to build a shop.
Hell yeah.
And when I build a shop, there'll be a stage in it. There'll be my cars and there'll be an area where we can lounge.
Yeah.
And of course it'll be decorated. And my decorations will probably fit me, of course,
Yeah.
Like I rode dirt BMX when I was young.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'll collect some dirt BMX bikes on the wall. Got a couple cars that I'm partial to. A couple cars I've wrecked.
Yeah.
Got some junk. Got some junk I'll hang as art.
Oh yeah.
I really like local artists, so I'm gonna fill the walls. And then one of these days, my old school will be running and driving, and it'll be sitting in the middle of that place,
Come on now.
looking pretty right next to my lowrider bike. Like,
That's badass.
Yeah.
I can see it too. I can see
yeah,
it.
and it doesn't need to be too huge. It doesn't. It just needs to be big enough for me to put one or two cars, a motorcycle, have a stage, have a lounge area, and a place where we can work on stuff.
It's cool shit, but
Because I like working on stuff. I do. I've always worked on stuff. So,
taking shit apart.
oh yeah, I got a broken rototiller at the house. I'm off Facebook.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I've had the carburetor off of it a dozen times. It's got start, it's got fuel and it's got air and it won't run, and I'm angry. I'm fucking angry right now about it. I'm like, why won't you run? Like, I rebuilt you.
Yeah.
But I like to tinker.
That's
I like to
badass,
tell
man.
jokes. I want to, and I love cars, and I like all cars. I do. I've owned them all.
Yeah.
Do you drink?
No.
Yeah. So
You
you're
don't have any
sober.
vices? Cigars?
I'll smoke a cigar.
So can you imagine with like a night with your buddies smoking some cigars and then you're like, fuck it, let me get up on stage and humor you guys for
Yeah.
just a bit.
That would be
the
badass.
shit.
Yeah,
Dude, and if I had a place like that with the stage, and when I build a shop, there'll be a stage in it.
Yeah.
I will have workshop nights. I will have nights where open invitation to the shop.
That'd be yeah.
Get on stage, work some jokes. And I've met a couple comics that have setups like that. Yeah, in other places where, we take turns get on stage, doing new jokes. Everybody talks about the joke.
Yeah.
Or we get on stage and we all work a famous joke to see who can tell it different, who can tell it better, who can find,
That'd be cool.
That is real
Like-
cool. That is real cool.
And I would love to have that.
Man, that'd be cool to bring to open mic, bro.
Yeah, and if I had a mic at my house, I would do that. I'd also do private shows because, right now, so I have filmed a couple 30-minute specials. They're on YouTube. Curtis Hinds.
I gotta check that out, man.
Anyways, I filmed a new one recently called Mac and Cheese Over Meth. Right? I did. And it's from a roast joke that Selena told me at my birthday one year. She said, Curtis Hinds will be the first person to die of mac and cheese when he used to do meth. Right? That was a roast.
That was good.
And I wrote a whole slew of jokes over it.
That's cool shit.
Yeah,
man.
telling about how I used to do drugs and now I'm fat, blah, blah, blah. But, man, I'd like a place where I could do private showings and record it and invite 30 people, 40 people. No cover, no nothing, private show.
I hope that opens up for you, brother. That sounds like I would go. That's
Yeah.
badass. That's
Yeah.
badass, man.
I would love to just experience it and
Fuck
fucking be the photographer
Yeah.
there.
And just because I don't drink don't mean y'all can't.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
And my
Yeah.
wife drinks.
Boom, boom, room and shit.
Half the
Yeah.
homies drink. It's all
Yeah.
cool. You got to smoke outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's crazy that when you say that, I was around a lot of pot smokers in high school, and I never smoked weed.
Yeah.
But it was never like, oh, they smoke weed, I can't be around them fuckers.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no, they were my
definitely.
boys. Like, it was always a good time, a good hang. And just, it's
I see JP in the back of a party, but my bad, bro. My bad. Allegedly.
To go back to your BMX, when you said about the BMX bike, I had a BMX for one fucking day.
Oh, shit.
One fucking day. I've had a Ferrari when I was a kid for one fucking day, man.
Dude,
I got woken up at midnight out of a dead sleep from my uncle Fabian, and he was in my bedroom, and I was like, what the fuck? Light was on. He was like, hey, dude, look, I got you a BMX bike. And I was like, fuck going back to sleep. Like, this is everything I ever fucking wanted. This is, like, I got a
Ferrari,
fucking Ferrari, man. The next day, stolen out of my backyard.
Oh, I'm sorry I stole it, bro.
It was me.
The very next fucking day was stolen out of my backyard, man.
That's the Arnold Benson.
And you know, I didn't care to like lock it up, or it was in my backyard. Why the fuck did I have to lock it up?
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fucking stolen.
That sucks.
So when I was like 11, 12, I had a bicycle graveyard underneath my dad's trailer. Like you can pull the back porch back. That was big enough to do it.
Yeah.
And then under there was like a graveyard of just parts of stolen bikes.
When you're done, you just throw it in there.
And tweakers in the neighborhood steal a nice bike. They can bring it to my dad. My dad break him off a little for it.
Yeah.
And then he'd take it apart, slide it on the trailer for us.
Oh shit.
And then when me and the homeboys would steal a bike, like at 11, 12 years old, we kept somebody slipping with a bike unlocked. We snag it.
That's ours.
Yeah, that's ours. My dad got the spot.
Yeah, and we bring it to the house and then take the wheels
And
off
chop
of
it up.
throw the wheels on the homeboy's bike that needed it, and I had a bunch.
Yeah.
I had
Scratch the numbers.
You're following the numbers.
I did, dude. I had a bunch. None of them. I don't know if any of them were mine, but
Y'all may have had yours,
Yeah,
JP.
no shit.
like I had a Haro.
That's why he was like, sorry, I stole your bike, you fucker.
Like I had the old school GT Performer.
Dude.
They're like all the stickers were gone and we repainted the frame, but
But you had it.
I had a chrome red line.
That's, yeah.
Like
Shit, yeah.
I had a Diamondback that was on the 100-spoke lowrider wheels with white wall tires.
You're talking like Nudie magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To my
sir.
8-year-old self. You're like, a chrome red line. Oh!
No, I remember I got a Huffy. I thought I was the shit. I was like,
That chrome red line 380, that dirt bike, it was made for dirt.
Shit,
Yeah,
dude.
my mom actually bought that one. That one we bought. We bought it from my brother.
we didn't steal that,
Luckily, that one
ironically.
didn't stolen.
Me and my dad built a lowrider bike.
Were you into lowrider
Yeah,
bikes?
oh yeah, doing it from Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
ask.
dude, yeah. I'd like an 82 Buick Regal on some 14s, please.
Oh, hell yeah.
shit.
I think the 13s are a little small.
Thomas.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you, sister. I got
I don't want switches either. I just low and slow. Low and slow. Let's put a leather top on it, paint it blue.
The little frilly balls.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. In Lubbock, we had a decent lowrider scene for a while. We had some guys. Shout out to Santana Amor, and he still has that same bike from 1995, and he'll take it to random shows.
Yeah.
And that's what he taught. It's a 30-year-old bike, not been touched, and it's so. And
I
had some
wanted a
cousins doing
lowrider
that.
bike so bad when I was in middle school. God, I wanted one so bad.
I had a 26-inch beach cruiser,
Oh, nice.
and we took the hopper forks, 2 pairs of them off a 20-inch, and my dad cut them, welded them together. Yeah. And then we had them re-chromed.
Wow.
So here's your
Y'all
regular.
put time and effort in this
Yeah,
shit.
so instead of like this, it went like that. So the front of it set not even with the wheel, but slightly above.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then banana seat. I had the rack on the back. Like
Bro.
I had the ape hangers on it, and then we.
I wish I had one too. Shit.
Dude, I always wanted ape hangers.
Yeah.
I just said that on the way up here.
Yeah.
I wanted ape hangers on my fucking bike, and my dad was like, "You ain't getting that ghetto shit on your bike." And I'm like,
we took 2
on,
pairs
Dad.
of the fenders, right, and my dad welded them together, and I grinded them smooth. Then we fiberglassed them, so they covered the back wheel. Yeah, like that bike, and you couldn't ride that bike for shit.
No, yeah.
It was fucking unrideable. You don't know how many times I sat on that bike
And tried.
and kicked with my feet to roll it down the street for people to see it because you couldn't fucking ride it. You know, like, I literally walked that bike downtown and walked it home, just trying to show it off.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking unrideable.
Lowriders were the shit, man. I used to want one too. It's crazy
I always
brought
wanted
that
one.
up, man.
Always wanted one. So my man cave, I would call it the Four Corners. And my man cave would be a huge, not so big, but a big enough square. I say this because I have a problem with these new fucking homes.
Mm-hmm.
These mansion of a fucking homes, and the living room is like this big, connected to the kitchen. That's another little small circle.
True, yeah. That's
And I'm
opened
like,
up.
you have all this fucking house to build a huge ass living room.
My bedroom is bigger than my living room right now.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is this bullshit?
I
noticed that
don't
too.
understand that. So I say that because I want a fucking square shop. And I'd call it the Four Corners. And one corner would be just totally dedicated to, it'd be my office. It'd have a desk for my journaling, whatever. Second corner would be totally dedicated for photography. And y'all know I take pictures of bourbon all the fucking time. Just that corner with different backgrounds, different setups. They can, interchangeable. Have a fucking bar. It's got to have a bar on the other corner, right? And then just some bullshit like on the fourth corner would just be a big area to lounge, to watch the fights, to have all you guys, bro. I gotta have my buddies with me all the time.
Yeah, that'd be
especially
badass.
on a fucking big pay-per-view night. You already know I'm gonna be at someone's house or someone's gonna be at my house. You imagine my spot being the every fight, every pay-per-view spot
Oh yeah.
with the bar.
Just a couple
know what I'm
of
saying?
fights that I went to your house when y'all had out there. I can imagine if you had your own shop.
Yeah, man.
Running it the way you want to
That
run
would
it.
be
Fuck yeah.
the shit, man.
Couple of fridges, outdoor kitchen.
And then my wife will not sit her ass down when we're drinking and music's playing. So the center of the shop would basically be a dance floor.
Oh,
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And she will not sit her ass down. Will not. She danced all fucking booze cruise in Mexico one time, and I was like, you didn't sit your ass down not one fucking time.
Here, I'm worn out watching you dance. Yeah.
Yeah,
had a
man.
good time.
But that would be my fucking dream man cave setup.
That sounds dope. Especially when you have your liquor here that you're photography. You're doing photography, but then over here you have your bar where you can get all fucked
And
up.
like comfortable chairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ones you can sit in for like 12 fucking hours.
Fall
Dude,
asleep in.
me and the ex-wife, the house we had was built in like the 60s. And the living room of it was like a 20 by 24, and it was sunken in. And I bought the biggest fucking wraparound sofa. It was so big, like 3 people could lay comfortably on it. And it still had a recliner.
Oh yeah.
And I paid a lot of money for that thing back in the day because I just wanted that.
Yeah.
Big
I-
couch.
yeah, and then at the time,
Hell yeah.
I still have the same TV. I bought the biggest 65-inch TV. I paid $2,500 for that motherfucker because I thought it's like that thick, which we thought was thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was the first it was 4K back then, and I had the biggest TV, the biggest fucking couch.
You
I
had
was-
the hugest dick back then.
I was so proud of that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so big.
Yeah, and now my living room is fucking small as fuck.
I don't understand that, man. I don't get it. This huge ass house with a little ass fucking living room connected to the fucking kitchen. I don't get why they do that dumb shit.
I just
No,
laugh. I'm
and so when we build our home, we're gonna build a home eventually. I don't know when, but eventually, probably be under her credit, not mine.
Amen.
Smart man.
Very smart. Man.
There'll be a shop in the back, but the house will have a big living room that connects to a large outdoor patio. So we have a central area for everybody to come, to hang out, to socialize, to,
Yeah.
That's what I would want. That's what I always wanted.
As I get older, that sounds like the perfect dream.
Yeah.
Salute. But yeah,
Oh shit, bless you.
you know, combining both of y'all's kind of together. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, this would be cool. But yeah, now that I can see that, like you have your corner here, a corner there, or something.
We did a private show at a ranch house a few weeks ago for somebody's birthday, and it was east of Abilene in Eastland, right?
Okay.
And you could tell the house was a recent build. It was like the parents' retirement home, and it wasn't some huge mansion by any means. It was a 3-bed, 3-bath, and it had like your public bathroom and then the rooms. But when you walked in, it had 20-foot ceilings and a large living room with a fireplace, and the
nice.
kitchen. The kitchen was connected but kind of isolated, and it opened to a patio and a small pool. Well, and then had a giant outdoor patio kitchen area, and that's where we did the show. And when I was sitting there staring at this house too, I was like, "Man, this isn't $1 million home. This is a $200,000 home.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that I could do on a 30-year mortgage. You know?
Obtainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why the parents built a retirement home like that, because that house was built for entertaining their family. It was not built, to be secluded. And I was like, fuck. I was looking at my wife. She's like, yep,
Yeah.
this is what we need to do.
She got it.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
cool shit.
like, because I promise you that house wasn't more than 1,500 square feet.
That barn dominium though.
Yeah, she doesn't want one. I do.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, she doesn't. Oh yeah.
Damn.
When I got divorced, I was looking at buying houses for me, and I ended up getting laid off before I settled the divorce, which sucked because I went from $100,000 a year to zero.
Shit.
Yeah, that
With,
shit.
you had all the bullets in your gun into to nothing.
Yeah, I went from 6 figures to unemployment.
Yeah.
I like, don't get me wrong, I could hustle. I was fine, but I was looking at like buying or building a house, and my realtor and my banker were like, "You need to divorce this bitch already." like, bro, what's taking so long? And then I was like, approved for a loan on your own, but you can't buy when you're legally married because technically she owns half.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So, like, the loan was approved, but I couldn't sign the paperwork. And I got divorced 2 weeks after my last paycheck.
Oh fuck.
Like, if I was still been legally employed, I could have signed the loan documents and fucking built a house. I was so pissed. And I would have, like, I don't give a fuck. I would have ate top rope in an empty fucking house.
For sure. Right.
Like,
For sure. Yeah.
I ended up moving to 27th and N.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Great neighborhood.
a house
Thinking
had
about
3
retiring in that
apartments. I got a studio apartment over there with a long driveway, and I ended up
Oh,
living
you're
in,
making good money.
yeah. And I was living in a house. I was living in a 400-foot studio, and to be honest, that was one of the best places I've ever lived.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell
Because I went from like a 2,000 square foot house to just me in a studio with my dogs.
yeah, but with zero weight on your shoulders.
I could clean it in 15 minutes. I had a shop rented for all my junk. Like, I had my office in there. I had my TV. I bought a random couch off Craigslist or Facebook.
Yeah, sometimes simplicity is the best.
Yeah, I had a queen bed. Like, I got laid in that little studio in the hood a lot.
That was back when you can get
Shout
blowjobs on Craigslist.
Oh yeah.
Good
On
days.
27th and in.
Rest in peace. Dude, when I first moved over there, I still had a brand new truck. Fucking every single one be like, "Hey!" I'd be like, "Bitch, I live here. Like, I don't need to buy no pussy tonight."
Come back tomorrow.
I'll have you tomorrow, bitch.
Direct deposit hits on Thursday.
So before we get the fuck out of here, man, thank y'all guys for fucking coming. This has been fun. I was looking forward to today. It really was quite a good expectation for today.
Much
but
needed.
before we get out of here, you got any kids? So what's the most dad thing that you've ever done that you really were like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Oh, bro, here lately, like, it's showing. I So I have a sneaker collection.
Nice. Yes.
I do. I got 50 pairs probably right now. This is like the 5th time I've built a little collection.
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm wearing?
You damn right.
These are the most comfortable. And like I'm like 400 pounds. My feet keep swelling and unswelling. And these are the fat guy size, so they're wide.
Perfect.
Like,
Those are the barbecue fours.
I was about to say those are
Dude,
barbecue shoes,
barbecue
baby.
fours,
these
bro.
are muddled out on Saturday 5s. I haven't worn dunks in weeks.
So I have a sneaker room.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
I wanted every fucking pair of sneakers when we were in middle school. And I always say this. Barkley had a sneaker. Sean Kemp had a sneaker. Shaq had a sneaker. Jordan had a sneaker. You only get one fucking pair of shoes for the whole year.
Yeah.
Dude, so once I started making my own money, I
Same.
bought all that shit, right? And I fucked up. I totally fucked up. I bought a pair of Hey Dudes and a pair of Crocs.
You fucked up, bro.
I don't ever come out of them things. And I have a whole sneaker room.
Yeah, I get it because
Fucking Crocs,
I
yep.
used to have a shelf around the top of my office. I had an office at home because I worked a lot at home, and I loved my home office setup. I had an oversized powered recliner that was the size of love seat, my TV, my Xbox, my gaming workstation, and like I used to hide in that. Like I got COVID one time, I just stayed in my office for 2 weeks and had them deliver food.
You damn right.
Like, but around the top, I had a collection of just sneakers that I never fucking wore. Bro, I got a pair of Dunks right now that I've never worn.
Oh shit.
And like, I think about, those would go good.
But those are art to me.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like the white cement Jordan 3.
I can just get out
That's
of bed at 3 a.m. to just go look at a sneaker and be like, in the 8th grade, I wanted this bitch so bad.
That's how I am with pot. I get out of my room and I'm all. Nah, just kidding.
I get it.
Allegedly. I have a lot of cop friends.
The
It's a
way-
joke.
The white Jordan cement 3. The 88s.
Yep.
I've owned 3 pairs now. And I've destroyed every pair.
That's good, because that's what the fuck you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wear them.
Worn them motherfuckers till they fell
Yep.
apart.
I remember on your old show you talked about some of the, or you and Jonathan were talking about some of the shoes would deteriorate.
Yeah,
'cause
they
you had-
crumble.
And I can imagine your heartbreak. You know what I mean?
It's your fault because you don't wear them.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to wear them.
Yeah.
I had one pair of Jordan 3s for 11 years. Yeah. 11 years. Same pair of Jordan 3s. And I wore them like the last 2 years of their life. I was wearing them to remodel in.
Yeah, you did.
Like,
Yeah.
and then I would go to the mall and the guys would clean the sneakers. I'd let them clean them bitches up. And they were beat to shit. And what's crazy is kids used to be like, man, those are cool. Man, those are cool. Because, like, I bought these and...
I bought these before you were born, kid.
Yeah, I bought these in 2011.
Yeah.
And it was 2023 when they finally just...
What's your favorite Jordan?
Jordan 3 white
Threes.
cement.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
My
Yeah.
favorite fucking Jordan is the Metallic 5.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. I used to like the 11s, but they're just too fucking uncomfortable.
Really?
I find them uncomfortable, man. I don't know why. The 4, I like the 4, but my ankles are too big for them right
I think
now.
the most comfortable Jordan period is the 13.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, my feet are too big for them.
Oh.
I don't know shit about Jordan. I'm supposed to get some Concord 11s. Is that
Yeah.
for a wedding? My cousin, I was like, I can't afford fucking Jordans.
Dude, you're getting the Cadillac of
I was
Jordan.
gonna
You're
say,
getting a Concord 11.
If any of your listeners want to let me borrow some, I'll mow your yard. Yeah, my cousins get married, but luckily, shout out to Caesar and Priscilla in California. They're the ones that listen to your show. They pushed the
Shout
wedding.
him out, brother. Shout
Yeah,
him
man, they love your show. And he's in California, so he can grow legally. He has a.
Welcome to California.
Y'all pray for me. I'm trying to move to California, but they're pushing their wedding off. They've had to with some family deaths and some situations, but it's for the best of them. But yeah, he was like, he wants me to stand up in the wedding. And for the last few years, he was Concord 11s. I was like, I have a friend who knows about that. Just remind me. I'm gonna get my
good luck, fucker.
I'm gonna wear my shacks.
We, me and all my groomsmen wore white Jordan 1s for my first
That's
wedding.
dope, bro. That's
fuck
dope.
yeah.
Yeah, that I bought every groomsman a pair of white Jordan 1s for the wedding.
That's
Yeah.
And they were ready to kick them fuckers off at the end of the night.
Yeah, but that's what my second wedding. I'll be in cowboy boots.
yeah. That's right.
I already bought them.
And on my third wedding,
dude, this is it. Whatever I got to do to make it work.
That's right.
Like, I'm shutting the fuck up. I'm behaving.
I've learned my lessons.
Like, whatever. Like, I've never met a better woman in my whole life.
Hey, shut
and
up.
I've met some women.
yeah.
You know, like, I don't know.
You got you a good one. Hell
Yeah, I don't know what it is about my fat ass, but I've always been able to get them. You know,
Well,
and
it's that comedy, bro. You just laughed your panties right off.
no, dude.
Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
Oh yeah. Don't fuck around with me, huh? You'll be laughing so hard, you'll be like, why are my pantsless? What happened to my pants?
I think that's what happened to my ex-wife. They made her laugh a lot. She was always in her chonies. My bad. We're good.
Oh, dude, hey, and then
shit.
there ain't a better feeling when you on stage working and the crowd's eating it up and you see that real pretty girl. She's like, oh, he's funny. You fucked up. you just the same, and I don't know what it is. I can always hear it. Oh, he's funny. I'm like, oh shit, you fucked up. You get dick tonight. You get dick tonight. I'm not gonna know your name tomorrow, but
So I'm not going to tell you you're funny tonight because I'm not trying to get dick down.
Not trying to get dick down in Dallas.
Your comedy, man. I loved it. I'm so glad that you brought these. You're giving
Yeah,
these
man.
guys a
Thank you
platform.
once again for coming, brother.
yeah.
I'm grateful
What's the most dad thing you've done?
Oh,
I know there's many of them,
I
but
don't even
one
know.
that stood out to you, like,
one that happened to me literally yesterday is I went to go visit my daughter and her husband or her fiance, and we were talking about horror movies. And so now, of course, I'm gonna start talking about my favorite ones. So I'm talking about like From Dusk Till Dawn and all these motherfucking old school.
Shining.
And my daughter, her dude, 22 years old, has never seen any of that shit. And so I'm like, bro, you gotta watch it. My daughter's like, he ain't gonna watch that. I was like, why? She was like, Dad, those are like rapey. Those are very inappropriate and rapey and disgusting. And I was like, what? And I'm over there. I caught myself, like you said, like being the old man trying to defend my, like, let me talk about my movies like that, man. But then I was like, yeah, they are kind of rapey. I went back and looked at it. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are, bro. I made my girl watch the original Roadhouse with me when the new one came out, and she was like, this did not age well. Oh, yeah. And I was like, this was the greatest movie ever when I was 12.
it's still the greatest movie ever.
The barn scene is my ultimate favorite.
Yes. Yes.
So many VHS stops.
And as we were watching it, I was like, it was just getting worse and worse. And I was like, oh.
Two movies on USA, regular fucking TV. I will always just throw the remote away and watch. First Friday and fucking Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Those two fucking movies. Throw the remote away. I'm watching this fucking thing.
Every time I'm like, oh, I found something to watch.
Yeah. Yep. I fucking love Roadhouse, man.
Yeah, Roadhouse is still my shit.
That's why I say it's still a great movie to me.
He also, my wife hates it sometimes because I'll watch the same like 10 movies.
Oh yeah, yeah, and quote word for word.
Yeah, like I'm gonna watch this again. It's not all of them are good either.
No,
Yeah.
but they're your
I feel-
movies.
Yeah, like
I still watch Little Shop of Horrors. I show my daughters that, and my
great
daughter.
show.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. I try to show my
How
kids.
did they like it? They hated it.
Yeah, my youngest one likes it. She's an old spirit. She liked it. My other two didn't. My middle one could care less.
Yeah, give a fuck.
Says, I don't give a fuck.
Turn
about
this
that.
shit off.
But yeah, I'll try to show them my old shit. She saw one of them recently. My youngest, that I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but she's been talking. She's like, Dad, that was a good movie. They liked. I show them. It's not horror, but like.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
that's a good one.
Oh yeah, definitely. I show them Born in East LA. Show them the Mexican side.
Yeah.
Jesus está en Tijuana.
What's happening? Dude, I could. Oh shit, man.
What's the most dad thing you've done, bro?
Raise my daughters by myself, bro. Fuck, I needed a woman. Man,
Dude, I ain't bullshitting, man. Shout you out. Three fucking little ladies all by yourself.
That's why I
man.
don't have no hair. And
Yeah, it's
gray.
usually the dad that moves,
Yeah.
that leaves.
I thought about it. I tried, but Everybody held me accountable.
You're like, fuck, I was out the door.
Man, I think the most dad thing that I've probably ever done was just be present. And I say that jokingly, but I was in a mother and daughters program for my daughters.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't have a mother at the time. She walked out, so they signed me up without my permission. But being there, it really taught me that, you know, women are crazy. Shout out to your wife. She's awesome. Women are crazy. My kids are very fucking crazy. And it taught me to be more understanding.
Yeah.
From about a girl's perspective. And when you heard me earlier, I said Japanese. When my kids would have their periods, they all linked up. And my brother would say, "There's Japanese flags everywhere." And oh my God, bro, that shit sucks, man.
Curtis would get a real kick out of your business name.
Oh yeah. You've never. I run a lawn service, me and my daughters, and it's Fathers and Girls Lawn Service, short for Fags Lawn Service. And I tell everybody, don't get offended. My daughter's a big lesbian, big queer.
My daughter named it.
That's what she tells. But yeah, we're fags. And so when I filed my, oh my God, when I did my taxes a few weeks ago, she asked me, "What's your company name?" Genesis looked. I was like, "It's Fathers and Girls." So luckily she goes, "Oh, it'll only let me put lawn care." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "We're fags."
You know what's crazy, bro, is I love that we were the single fathers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My last set, I don't know if you saw, it was kind of just thrown together, but like, I was talking about how fucking it was weird whenever I first got custody of my daughter.
It is.
Because I was 17 and she was still an infant. Damn. And so I had to go to the WIC classes. And they had me in the room with the girls watching the fucking breastfeeding video. And the girls are looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like,
can you show me personally?
I'm just here for the cereal and milk. I don't need to watch these videos.
It's all right. It's a little sour.
You had to put your baby mama on child support. I don't know if you did. I had to for the assistance. And so going to child support court was even fucking funnier because it was like all the women on the left, all the men on the right, and I would go sit with the women, and the men be like, "Fuck over here, motherfucker."
Yo, you deadbeat motherfucker.
Like, "Nah, bitch, I'm custodial parent, Fuck y'all motherfuckers.
I didn't be, bitch.
She did.
All the girls are proud of you. They're such a good dad.
And I'm just going to throw this out there for all the motherfuckers that get mad because I put a woman on child support. She left. I had to do it.
Preach.
And I only got one fucking check the whole time I raised my daughter.
Oh. Bro, who's going to get mad because you put a woman on
I've
child
had some
support?
people talk shit.
Give a fucking break,
Some
man.
people have looked down on me because they're like, "Oh, you should provide for your kids." And
give me a
I didn't put them,
break.
We never went through the courts because the government takes 25%. Yeah. I just taxed her ass for that extra 25%.
She never gave me. I got one check, bro. It showed up in the mail.
Damn.
My daughter was like 11 years old.
Damn.
And I remember I seen that bitch, and they had like a Statue of Liberty on it and shit. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I thought it was a bill.
You almost gonna throw it away?
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was $46.15.
What?
Damn.
She never went to like jail for back pay or
bro.
nothing?
A lot of women and men don't go to jail for it. Like I won't even say my cousin. I worked with a guy. They bragged about being $29,000 in debt for child support. They'd be all, "Oh fuck you, dog! I'm $26,000." I'm like, "Y'all deadbeat motherfuckers, man." But I talk shit about my ex-wife, but she paid child support because I threatened her ass to go to jail all the time.
I didn't get that, bro.
I was
in peace,
spoiled, bro.
He only owed $25K when he died. I was 38.
It was a custody battle.
When my dad passed away, he still owed $25K in back child support.
I'm never gonna
And I
get
was
it.
38 years old. I was like,
You were like, "I'll forgive it."
"Can y'all just give him a driver's license already?"
I don't see a man that worked as a handyman for free rent skipping out on child support.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. My dad didn't have a driver's license because he owed child support on me and my brother.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he got child support from my youngest brother that lived with him.
I know a guy that still don't have his driver's license. Shout out that one.
Hey, you don't need it to drive.
Oh yeah, he knows that.
You just need it when you get pulled over.
He knows that.
He got his ID finally, though.
He did get his ID.
And I sell cars. If you need to buy a car, you can be the co-buyer. I just need the primary to have a driver's license, okay?
Good shit to know. Good shit to know.
Yeah, like,
Hey,
what
stop
if-
giving out secrets over here, man.
like, I'll sell you a car, but one of y'all has to have a driver's license. The other one needs an ID.
Just come on down to Fags Automotive.
Oh shit.
We're expanding, baby.
Bro, I sold a guy a car, right? And I had to make his mom the primary because he didn't have a driver's license. Then I watched him come in and pay it in the car. And then finally, after like 6 months, he came in one day and he looked at me. He's like, "Hey, bro." I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "I finally got my driver's license." I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Confetti for him.
I was like, "Bro, let me sell you a better car now."
Oh, shit.
I can't believe I let you drive around that raggedy ass shit. He's like, "Bro, you sold it to me because that's all you could
That's
get.
all you had.
You didn't have a driver's
Your
license."
credit was 300, fucker.
It's 350 now. Let's go.
Dude, I think my dad would roll in his grave because me and my brother both have insurance and driver's license.
There you go,
He didn't
man.
teach you well at all.
Dude, I remember
He's like, what kind of wussies did I raise?
I was going to Cali a lot when my dad was passing, when my dad was sick. And he picked me up one time, and I'm like, in my head, I was like, I should drive. And he was like, nah. And we get pulled over like 2 blocks from the new trailer park he lived in. And a couple blocks up, and he's like, "You got license and insurance?" And he's like, "Here's the insurance. Here's my ID." And the cop's like, "I'll be right back." He comes back. He's like, "Sir, you know you have 5 failures to appear on a suspended license?" My dad looked at the cop and said, "Sounds like I'm going to have 6.
God damn.
And at that time, I was like, we can walk home.
Sounds like I'm going to have 6.
Sure enough, man, I dragged my suitcase.
Oh shit!
Yeah. He got us right in front of the trailer park. Huh? Dragged my suitcase right around the corner and up 2 blocks to my aunt's house. Like,
Yeah, and he had 6.
yep. He's like,
That's badass, man.
he's like, I ain't showing up for this one either.
Why change now?
Yeah, like, I paid $300 for this car. They can have it.
It's tradition.
I was like, "Dad, why don't you have a nice car?" He's like, "I ain't got a license."
You don't
They're
got a
gonna take
co-buyer,
it
Dad?
anyways.
Dad, you don't got a co-buyer?
Oh, man. Shit.
Dude, before we get out of here, my son can't win at all in my household.
Poor
Ever.
kid, poor kid.
Ew.
He just can't win. It drives me nuts that his day starts off at noon. You know what I mean? Like, you coming from a kid that was like scared shitless at 7 a.m. when my dad would come home to make sure I was up. To see him in bed at 11:30, I'm just like, I could punch him right now. I could legit go into his room and punch the fuck out of him right now.
It's never too late to create trauma.
And so I hate that, right? But he don't come home till late as fuck, and I'm on his mom's ass like, text him, he needs to get his ass home. Like, that motherfucker needs to be home already.
Poor Michael.
I don't get off work till 3.
Oh, poor kid, man.
So yeah, that's the most dad shit I've ever fucking done. Yeah.
But true. You know, that's good. You're like you tell us, if you didn't give a shit, you wouldn't, give a shit. So that's good. I felt bad for you when you tried to get me to make varsity football and go to workouts at 6 in the morning. JP would show up and honk, and I'd be, like, if he was a teacher, I'd hide under my window. Like, is he gone yet? Fucking JP is like, you're doing it to yourself. Like 6 o'clock was too early for me to wake up.
And then you'd be like, I'm gonna go. I'm like, you're not gonna go,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, pick me up. I'm like, and there I am, me. I'm like, this motherfucker, man.
I owe you. I apologize. Sorry, JP.
Oh, man. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you, brother.
You have any shout outs or any fucking final words?
Follow me, Curtis Hinds Comedy on Instagram. It's a new page. Curtis Hinds 775 on TikTok. Curtis Hinds on Facebook. I got I'm doing a comedy contest with Sweat Chuckles and Kimothy in San Angelo, Texas at the Brooks Theater. Here on May 10th. We fighting for the rights of Lubbock here.
Oh, hell
brother.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Fuck
good
yeah.
luck.
We're Team Lubbock. We're gonna burn this fucking theater down to the ground.
Burn
night.
that bitch down.
Yeah,
There you go.
Can't wait.
Hell yeah, man. Final words?
Just want to promote Lubbock comedy, and I'd like to say, if you like and support JP, remember to like and comment so that the algorithm will go up and more people will see this content.
Oh, man, I appreciate that.
I feel like this is a really good show, man. You do a lot of positive things for the community and for a lot of people, man. And
Thank you, bro.
y'all have some really, really good conversations.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
For real.
I always, dude, it means the world to me to always receive feedback. And every fucking episode, somebody, whether it's one person 1 week, but it's multiple people every time, like, man, dude, you're doing good. You have no idea what that fucking does for me. It really makes me feel, not that I consider myself like I made it type shit. It just makes me feel that I'm putting good shit out there. Like I'm not just coming in here
You're doing right.
half-assing the shit, and it feels good, bro. It just, all that to say, it feels fucking great.
Oh yeah,
y'all,
this
y'all
is
put
fire,
a lot
bro.
of work. Yeah, y'all put a lot of work into this. You and the missus, bro.
It's a great motivator.
It's not many people are doing what you're doing, brother.
Yeah.
On your level, you know what I mean? And
Man, I appreciate all the love and support, especially Mr. Iz has done for this show.
yeah, amen.
He's basically like what he wanted to do. He's brought so many people on here to shine a light on, and I've let him have it because he's a great fucking person, and it's a great episode for the show.
yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
But Thomas, final words.
Man, be good to yourself. Love your family. Lost a cousin this week. You may not know, everybody. You may not know their lives and what goes on and stuff, but hold your loved ones a little closer, man. And if you have anything that you're holding on to that's keeping you from rekindling a friendship, man, 3 years ago, brother, I can't. So yeah, I say just love yourself, love those that love you back, and yeah, man, just appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Life's precious, life's short. But shout out to you and to the missus and to Miko for always, giving us a platform. Is his people he brings on, me and my kids, and supporting. Even when we're not always on Facebook or being able to share as much, you're still willing just to give out. And that's why I always try to tell people, hey, man, he loves his community, and you do a lot more than you think you do, bro. So I shout out to you, to the missus, to Miko, and to your show, bro.
Appreciate that. Thank you,
Much
bro.
love, brother.
For
Much
real.
love.
I don't really have any final words, hardly ever, but today I do. Negativity is a fucking poison, bro. When you wake up in the fucking morning and your first thought is, oh, today's gonna suck. You know what? Today's gonna suck because you've already accepted that and you spoke it into existence. I've changed my mindset and my thought process to, I can't wait to suck Monday's dick. For real, man. Like, let's get it over with. Let's fucking hit the ground running. It's the fucking first day of the week, and let's fucking set the standard, raise the bar for new week, new goals. And I think when you turn your mindset into always thinking the positive and expecting the positive of your day, don't let that fucking one 10 seconds of a bad fucking time in your day to make it a bad day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
I really think that, like I said, negativity is a poison, and it'll poison your fucking mind into thinking you have a horrible life when you've got breath in your lungs.
Fuck yeah.
Because there's always someone that's gonna love to trade places with you.
Good word, man. Good word.
So yeah, that's that. Shout out to my sponsors, man. Shout out to Tigre Burrito. If you haven't had them, fucking go to Tigre Burrito for your lunch, your burrito specials, your lunch specials. KJ Aesthetics. You guys that are listening, man, if you want to get your girls all fucking in great shape with their eyelashes, let her know I sent you. You'll get 15% off on your eyelash sets. RL Creations on Facebook. We've got a bunch of shit coming up for the summer. She'll make any idea or just create any idea into a t-shirt or whatever the fuck you want. And also Patriot Paint and Construction. No job's too big, too small. Hit them up. Let them know that I sent you. Yeah. Till next time, guys. Read some books.